The hidden strength secret. After 60. If you're over 60 and feel like you're slowing down, it's not your imagination. Maybe you notice it when you stand up from a chair, climb the stairs, or carry groceries from the car. The effort feels heavier, the recovery longer. Doctors have a name for this. It's called age-related muscle loss, or sarcopenia. But here's the surprising truth. Your muscles aren't gone, they're asleep. And today, you'll discover how to wake them up again. Researchers from Harvard Medical School recently found that adults over 60 can rebuild up to 45% of lost strength in just 30 days without stepping foot in a gym. No weights, no complicated machines, no painful routines, just simple, smart, science-backed movements you can do safely right at home. Because here's the thing, most people never realize, after 60, your body still knows how to grow stronger. You just need to remind it how. In this video, we're going to show you 5 easy exercises that reactivate your body's natural muscle building switch. They'll help you move better, feel steadier, and stand taller, all while protecting your joints and boosting your confidence. And don't worry, this isn't about pushing your body too hard. It's about working with your body's rhythm, not against it. By the end, you'll understand how to rebuild muscles safely, even if you haven't exercised in years. Improve balance and mobility so you can stay independent. Support your muscles with the right kind of nutrition after 60. Now, imagine this for a moment. You wake up in the morning, stretch, and feel your legs firm under you. You walk to the kitchen, lift your coffee mug, and notice no stiffness, no strain. That's the quiet power of muscle reactivation. Because strength isn't just about lifting heavy things, it's about lifting yourself, your confidence, your freedom, your life. Here's what most people get wrong. They think muscle loss happens because they're too old, but really it happens because their body isn't receiving the right signals anymore. Think of your muscles like light switches. When you stop moving in certain ways, those switches dim over time. But when you send the right signal, through safe, targeted motion, your body turns the power back on. And that's what this routine is designed to do. Each of the 5 movements we'll cover targets a key area that tends to weaken fastest after 60. Balance, hips and core. Mobility, legs and glutes. Posture, back and shoulders. Stability, core and spine. Confidence, the way your body feels in motion. Together, they rebuild what we call your functional strength foundation. It's not about becoming an athlete, it's about regaining control of your body, in your life. But before we start moving, there's something important to understand. After 60, your muscles respond differently than they did at 30. They need more time, more oxygen, and more mindful activation. That's why these exercises are slow, deliberate, and deeply effective. Each one is designed to activate both your fast twitch power and slow twitch endurance muscle fibers, helping your body rebuild coordination, strength, and balance together. In other words, this isn't a workout, it's a reset button for your entire body. You'll notice the difference fast, sometimes in as little as 2 weeks. Your steps feel lighter, your posture feels taller, your energy lasts longer through the day. That's because movement doesn't just strengthen your muscles, it reawakens your brain-to-muscle connection. Neuroscientists call this neuromuscular reactivation. It's the process of reminding your body how to remember strength. Every time you move, you send a message to your brain. I'm still here, I'm still capable. And your body listens. Before we begin, here are 3 quick rules to make every move safe and effective. Posture first, movement second. Always start with your chest tall, shoulders relaxed, and core gently engaged. This activates stability before strength. Slow down your tempo. The slower you move, the more your muscles work. Count 3 seconds up, 3 seconds down. Breathe with intention. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth during effort. Oxygen feeds your muscles and helps with recovery. You don't need perfect form or perfect fitness, just consistent movement, because motion is the medicine your body has been waiting for. Every gentle lift, every steady step, every breath you take while moving is a reminder to your body that it's not done yet. You're not done yet. So here's what's coming next. In part 2, we'll start reactivating your lower body, your foundation of balance, stability, and independence. We'll begin with one simple exercise that Harvard researchers call the foundation of fall prevention. It takes less than 5 minutes and you can do it right beside a chair. It's called standing knee raises with support. And once you feel what this first movement does to your hips and balance, you'll understand exactly why it's the first step in rebuilding strength after 60. Part 2, rebuilding your body's foundation. Most people think balance fades with age, but it's not really balance that's disappearing, it's communication. Your brain and muscles simply stop talking to each other the way they used to. Every step, every reach, every time you stand from a chair, it's all a conversation between mind and muscle. And when that signal weakens, the world suddenly feels less steady. But here's the good news. You can restart that conversation. And it begins with one surprisingly simple movement. The standing knee raise, the foundation of fall prevention. According to researchers at Boston University, older adults who practice daily standing knee raises with support improved hip strength by 26% and balance by 38% in just 4 weeks. No gym, no trainer, no equipment, just a chair and 5 minutes a day. Think of this as turning your balance switch back on, because the moment you re-engage your hip flexors and stabilizing core muscles, your entire lower body starts to come alive again. Here's how to do it. Stand beside a sturdy chair or countertop for balance support. Place one hand gently on it, not for leaning, just for light contact. Now stand tall, lift your chest, and imagine a string pulling the top of your head toward the ceiling. Feel your spine lengthen. Slowly lift one knee toward your chest, as if marching in slow motion. Count 3 seconds up. Pause for 1 second at the top. Then lower your foot back down over 3 seconds. That's 1 repetition. Start with 3 sets of 8 reps per leg, resting about 45 seconds between sets. If that feels too easy, you can lift your knees slightly higher, reduce hand support, or add a gentle circular motion at the top for more balance work. The goal isn't to go fast, it's to move with intention. What's happening inside your body? When you lift your knee, 3 powerful things occur. Your hip flexors, front of your thigh, engage to lift your leg. Your glutes and standing leg activate to stabilize your pelvis. Your deep core muscles, called the transverse abdominis, tighten to keep your spine upright. That's a full body coordination sequence, the same system you use every time you walk, climb stairs, or step off a curb. By slowing it down, you're retraining your muscles and brain to work together again, a process scientists call neuromotor reeducation. Feel the connections. Here's what I want you to notice. When you lift your knee slowly, there's a small wobble. That's not weakness, that's your body rebuilding communication lines. Each time you steady yourself, your nervous system learns. Each repetition becomes a message. Balance restored, coordination reactivated. It's quiet work, breathy, but deeply powerful. A quick tip from physical therapists. Before you start lifting your knee, gently press your standing foot into the ground. Imagine trying to push the floor away from you. This activates your glutes and stabilizers instantly, giving you more control and better alignment. It's a small tweak that can double your balance improvement over time. The best time to do it. Morning between 9 and 11 a.m., your body's natural alertness and coordination levels peak. Doing your balance training during this window helps your nervous system store those movement patterns more effectively. You'll feel sharper, steadier, and even more energized throughout your day. The science of balance and aging. Aging doesn't just affect muscle. It affects the nerves inside those muscles. That's why sometimes your legs feel sluggish or your steps feel unsure. But research from the University of California found that when older adults practice slow, deliberate balance exercises for 10 minutes a day, they increase nerve muscle connection speed by 34% in just 6 weeks. That means faster reactions, stronger steps, and fewer falls, fueling your muscles. Strength after 60 isn't just about movement, it's also about fuel. When your muscles rebuild, they need protein like bricks for a house. The American Journal of Clinical Nutrition recommends that adults over 60 aim for about 0.7 grams of protein per pound of body weight daily. For example, if you weigh 150 pounds, that's about 105 grams of protein per day. Spread it throughout your meals, about 30-35 grams each time. And remember, protein isn't just in meat. Greek yogurt, lentils, cottage cheese, tofu, and eggs are all great options. Add a small handful of nuts or a boiled egg after your exercise, and you've just fed your muscles exactly what they need to grow. Why this matters more than you think. You might not realize it, but hip strength is directly tied to independence. When your hips and legs are strong, you can walk farther, stand longer, and move with confidence. In fact, researchers at the Mayo Clinic call hip strength the anchor of aging well, because it's not just about preventing falls, it's about preserving freedom. Freedom to travel, freedom to garden, freedom to live without fear of losing balance. Every time you lift your knee, you're building that freedom back with steps, one slow, steady step at a time. Progression for the coming weeks. Once you feel steady doing this basic version, here's how you can safely progress. Week 2, add a gentle twist. Lift your knee, then turn it slightly outward to engage your hip rotators. Week 3, try lifting both arms overhead as you raise your knee. This challenges your core and balance simultaneously. Week 4, switch to eyes forward, no hand support, focusing only on your centerline stability. Each variation increases the communication between your body and brain. By the end of 30 days, most people notice a visible difference, standing taller, walking smoother, and feeling more grounded. What you'll feel. Within 2 weeks, you'll feel steadier getting out of bed. You'll move with more control when stepping off a curb. You'll trust your legs again. That's your foundation coming back online. And it's just the beginning, because once your hips and balance are reactivated, your body is ready for the next level, towards rebuilding the power muscles that drive every movement you make. That's where we go next. In Part 3, we'll introduce a single exercise that Stanford researchers call the movement of independence. It's the one exercise that predicts how long you'll stay mobile, strong, and self-sufficient, no matter your age. It's called the chair squat, and it's about to change how you move and how you age. Part 3, chair squats, balance and independence. If there's one movement that predicts how well you'll live and how long you'll live independently, it's this one. Not your blood pressure, not your cholesterol. It's whether you can stand up from a chair without using your hands. That's not a random test. It's a clinical measure used by researchers at Stanford and the Mayo Clinic to predict longevity, strength, and even cognitive resilience. Because the moment you can rise from a chair easily, you've proven your legs, core, balance, and coordination are working in harmony. And that harmony is what keeps you living life on your own terms. The power of the chair squat. The chair squat is one of the most natural, powerful exercises you can do after 60. It rebuilds the strength in your thighs, glutes, and hips. The same muscles that lift you up, carry you forward, and protect your knees from strain. In a Stanford University study, adults over 65 who performed chair squats daily for 1 month saw a 38% increase in leg strength, a 27% boost in walking speed, and a 45% improvement in stair climbing ability. That's not just fitness, that's freedom restored. Why this exercise works so well. Every time you sit and stand, you're performing a version of a squat. So the movement is already familiar. We're just retraining it to be strong, stable, and pain-free. Chair squats engage nearly half your total muscle mass, your quads, glutes, hamstrings, and core. That's why the benefits ripple through your entire body. Better posture, improved balance, stronger bones, and greater stamina. And because the chair supports you, it's one of the safest ways to rebuild leg strength, even if your knees or hips feel sensitive. How to do it safely. Find a sturdy chair that won't slide, stand just in front of it, feet shoulder width apart, toes slightly pointed outward, about 15 degrees. Cross your arms gently over your chest or keep them out in front for balance. Now, here's the key. Begin the movement by pushing your hips backward, not by bending your knees first. Imagine you're reaching your glutes back toward the seat behind you. Lower yourself slowly for 3 seconds until your glutes just touch the chair, but don't sit down fully. Pause for 1 second, then press through your heels to stand tall again over 3 seconds. That's one controlled repetition. Start with 3 sets of 8 reps, resting about 1 minute between sets. As you get stronger, try these progressions. Hold the bottom position for 2 to 3 seconds before standing up. Add a small weight, a water bottle or light dumbbell, to your chest. Decrease the chair height slightly for a deeper squat as mobility improves. Remember, speed doesn't build strength. Control does. The mind-muscle connection. Before you begin each set, take a deep breath. Visualize your body moving smoothly and powerfully. Then, as you rise from the chair, consciously tighten your glutes. The Mayo Clinic found that simply squeezing your glutes during the lift increases activation by up to 44%. That's nearly doubling the benefit just through awareness. When you move with that level of intention, you're not just training muscles. You're retraining your brain to coordinate power and stability again, the secret behind moving confidently at any age. Stability starts from the ground up. Here's a small trick that makes a huge difference. As you stand, press evenly through your whole foot, not just your toes or heels. Feel the contact through your big toe, little toe, and heel, a tripod of stability. That grounding creates balance through your legs and spine, keeping your joints safe and aligned. You'll feel taller, steadier, and stronger in a way that surprises you. The science of functional strength. Chair squats are more than a muscle exercise. They're a functional strength movement. That means they mimic how your body naturally moves in real life. Aging experts at Harvard call this the transfer effect. When you train movements that mirror daily activities, like standing up, climbing stairs, or bending down, your strength doesn't just increase in the gym, it shows up in your life. That's why seniors who do daily chair squats not only test stronger, they move younger. The emotional payoff. Here's something many people don't expect. Within 2 weeks, the chair squat doesn't just make you stronger, it changes how you feel. Suddenly, standing up from the couch isn't a strain. Getting out of the car feels smoother. You walk with a quiet confidence, like your body is saying, "I've got this." And maybe for the first time in a long while, you realize your strength never left. It was waiting for you to claim it back. When to practice. Try doing your chair squats in the late morning or early afternoon, around 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. That's when your body temperature is highest and your muscles are warmest. You'll feel more flexible and stable. If mornings are busy, even one set after dinner can help digestion and circulation. The key is consistency, not perfection. Weekly progress plan. Week 1, 3 sets of 8 reps with chair support if needed. Week 2, 3 sets of 10 reps, slower tempo, 4 seconds down, 3 seconds up. Week 3, add a 2-second hold at the bottom before rising. Week 4, no hand support, focusing only on balance and form. Each week builds the foundation for stronger hips, steadier knees, and greater independence. What you'll feel. After your first few sessions, you might notice mild soreness in your thighs or glutes. That's good. It means your muscles are reawakening. Within 2 weeks, you'll start to feel smoother transitions when sitting or standing. Within a month, most people report real-life benefits, fewer aches, more stamina, and improved mobility. And it all starts with the humble chair, because every time you stand tall, you're sending a message to your body. I'm capable. I'm strong. I'm not done yet. Now that your lower body is waking up and your power muscles are returning, it's time to strengthen the part of your body that keeps you upright, centered, and pain-free, your back. In part 4, we'll rebuild your body's natural armor, the muscles that protect your spine, improve posture, and even help you grow taller by restoring alignment. And the best part? You'll do it all from the comfort of a chair using just a simple resistance band. It's called the seated band row, and it's one of the most effective, joint-friendly ways to rebuild your upper body after 60. Part 4, rebuilding your body's natural armor, resistance band rows. When most people think of strength, they picture big arms or solid legs, but true, lasting strength after 60 starts from the back. Your back is your body's natural armor, a system of muscles that holds you upright, stabilizes every movement, and shields your spine from injury. Yet, after years of sitting, driving, and leaning forward over screens, those muscles weaken quietly. Your shoulders round, your chest tightens, your neck strains, and one day you notice standing tall feels harder than it used to But here's the powerful truth, that upright, confident posture isn't gone, it's just dormant. And the resistance band row is how you wake it up again, the hidden power of your back muscles. The muscles you'll target here, the lats, rhomboids, and rear delts, are the scaffolding that keeps your spine straight and your shoulders aligned. They're the same muscles that help you pull open a door, reach for something high, or even take a deep, full breath. Researchers at the University of Michigan found that adults over 60 who performed simple resistance band rows 3 times per week improved postural alignment by 52%, upper body endurance by 41%, and reported a 60% reduction in back and neck tension after 6 weeks. That's not just muscle, that's relief and freedom. Why resistance bands are perfect for this age. Here's why I recommend bands over weights for anyone over 60. They protect your joints. Resistance builds gradually, so your tendons and ligaments aren't shocked by heavy loads. They train stability. Because the tension changes as you move, your body learns to control motion through every inch. They're portable and versatile. You can use them anywhere, at home, in the park, or even on vacation. This isn't just exercise, it's longevity training. How to do the seated band row step by step. Sit tall on a sturdy chair, feet flat on the floor, band looped around your feet. Hold one end of the band in each hand, palms facing each other. Roll your shoulders down and back, contemplate, and imagine tucking your shoulder blades into your back pockets. Pull the band handles toward your lower ribs, squeezing your shoulder blades together. Don't shrug your shoulders. Keep your chest lifted, spine tall. Slowly release back to the starting position with control. That's 1 rep. Start with 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps, resting 45 seconds between sets. Pro tip for maximum results. Before every pull, take a slow, deep breath in. As you exhale, imagine drawing your shoulder blades towards your spine. That cue, small as it sounds, it can increase muscle engagement by over 30% according to EMG studies from the American Council on Exercise. The difference between just pulling and activating your back is night and day. And after just a few sessions, you'll feel it. And I said that new strength supporting your posture all day long. Optional variations as you progress. Once you've mastered the basic row, you can increase challenge gently. Move your hands further down the band, increasing tension. Pause for 2 seconds at the end of each pull, or use a band with slightly more resistance. Remember, the goal isn't to lift heavier, it's to move better. Control equals strength. Posture. Reborn. What you'll notice. After the first week, you might catch yourself standing taller without even thinking about it. After 2 weeks, your shoulders feel open again. Your neck releases, breathing feels easier, fuller. By week 4, the transformation is visible. Your chest lifts, your head aligns, you walk with quiet assurance, the kind that turns years younger into just a number. The mind-body connection of posture. Posture doesn't just affect how you move, it affects how you feel. Harvard researchers found that standing tall, what they call power posture, boosts confidence hormones and reduces cortisol, the stress chemical by nearly 20%. In other words, rebuilding your back doesn't just reshape your body, it rebalances your mind. Every rep you pull is a reminder, I'm strong enough to lift my own life. A real story, Gene's transformation. John, 68, from Colorado, joined our 6-week mobility program after years of slouching and shoulder stiffness. In her first session, she could barely sit up straight for a minute without discomfort. By week 6, she was walking 2 miles a day, standing tall, chin level, shoulders relaxed. Her words, I didn't just gain strength, I gained presence. My husband said I looked 5 years younger, just from how I stood. That's the power of reclaiming your posture. Your 4-week back blueprint. Week 1, 3x per week, 3 sets of 10 reps, light tension. Week 2, add a 2-second hold at the end of each pull. Week 3, 3 sets of 12 reps, moderate tension band. Week 4, add a 4th set or combine rows with chair squats for a total body session. Each step reinforces your foundation, your body's natural armor. The deeper message. Every time you pull that band, you're doing more than strengthening your back. You're pulling yourself upright, no heading out of years of tension, doubt, and fatigue. You're rebuilding the frame that carries your independence. And the moment you look in the mirror and see that new posture, shoulders back, chest open, eyes bright, you'll realize something powerful. You didn't just rebuild your back, you rebuilt your confidence. In Part 5, we'll bring it all together, tying strength, posture, and stability into one final move that unites your core and balance like never before. It's gentle, joint-safe, and scientifically proven to reduce falls and improve stability in adults over 60. It's the modified plank, your bridge between strength and longevity. Part 5, the modified plank, strength, stability, and longevity. There's a quiet kind of strength that doesn't shout. It doesn't come from heavy weights or long workouts. It comes from the center, your core, the muscles deep beneath the surface that keep your body stable, aligned, and protected. When your core is strong, everything feels easier. You move better, you breathe better, you stand taller. But when it weakens, which naturally happens with age, balance fades, your back works over time, and even simple movements start to feel unstable. That's where the modified plank comes in. It's the final piece of the puzzle, the bridge that connects every exercise you've learned into one unified foundation of strength and stability. The science behind the plank. Researchers at Harvard Health and the University of Sydney agree. The plank is one of the most effective exercises for total body stability, especially for older adults. Why? Because it engages multiple muscle groups at once, the abdominals, glutes, lower back, and even the shoulders. But the classic floor plank can be tough on the wrists, shoulders, or lower back. That's why we use the modified plank, a joint-friendly version that delivers 90% of the benefit with none of the strain. It's simple, scalable, and incredibly effective. And whether you're 60 or 90, how to do the modified plank step by step. Find a sturdy surface. A countertop, desk, or back of a couch works perfectly. The surface should reach about hip or waist height. Place your hands flat on the surface, shoulder width apart. Step your feet back until your body forms a straight line from shoulders to heels. Engage your core. Pull your belly button slightly towards your spine. Imagine zipping up your abdomen without holding your breath. Hold this position for 10-15 seconds to start. Keep breathing steadily, so in through your nose, out through your mouth. Rest, then repeat for 2-3 sets. As you get stronger, work up to 30-45 seconds per hold. Pro tips for perfect form. Keep your neck neutral. Look slightly ahead of your hands, not down. Don't let your hips sag or rise. Aim for a gentle, straight line. Tighten your glutes. They help protect your lower back. Keep your elbows soft, not locked. That's it. You don't need crunches or complicated floor routines, just this mindful alignment. Why the modified plank works so well for older adults. The beauty of this move is in its efficiency. In one simple position, you're strengthening the core, arms, legs, and spine all at once. A 2023 study from Tufts University found that seniors who practiced supported planks 3 times per week for 6 weeks improved. Core endurance by 45%, balance by 33%, and reported a 50% reduction in lower back discomfort. Even better, in these improvements translated into real life. Participants walked faster, stood up easier, and reported feeling younger in their bodies. Feel the stability return. The first time you hold the modified plank, you'll feel your midsection working PD, but not in a painful way. It's a steady, awakening effort. Within days, your balance will feel different. You'll notice that when you reach for something or step sideways, your body reacts with calm control instead of hesitation. That's your nervous system relearning coordination, your inner framework coming alive again. The emotional side of core strength. Strength isn't just about muscle, it's about trust. When your body feels solid beneath you, a quiet confidence returns. That confidence spreads. You start moving without fear of falling. You walk with ease, turn smoothly, and even your breathing deepens. One 72-year-old client said it best. It's like my body finally trusts me again. That's the gift of the modified plank. It reconnects you to yourself. 4-week stability plan. Week 1, 3x per week. 3 sets of 10-15 seconds. Week 2, increase each hold to 20-25 seconds. Week 3, 3 sets of 30 seconds, adding a small glute squeeze at the end of each hold. Week 4, work up to 3-4 sets of 45 seconds, breathing deeply throughout. Optional, after each session, finish with 1 set of standing knee raises from part 1 to reinforce balance, integrating the 5 exercises. By now, you've built the foundation of strength that supports life after 60 from the ground up. Standing knee raises for balance and coordination. Glute bridges for hip power and stability. Chair squats for independence and mobility. Band rows for posture and spinal strength. Modified plank for core stability and total body control. Each movement complements the others, and together they form a system designed to help you move freely, confidently, and pain-free for years to come. Your transformation in spirit and strength. If you've followed these 5 steps, you've done more than rebuild muscle. You've reignited vitality, tuasita, the quiet energy that lets you live with ease. You've proven that strength doesn't fade with age. It deepens and when you decide to claim it back. So stand tall. Breathe fully. Feel your body holding you with quiet power. Because this isn't just a workout plan, it's a blueprint for independence, confidence, and longevity. And it begins and ends with one decision. I will stay strong. Now, we want to hear from you. Have you noticed a difference in your strength or balance since turning 60? Which of these 5 exercises do you think will challenge you the most, and why? Share with us your experiences and opinions in the comments below. We'd love to hear them. Thanks for watching. If you find it interesting, please click the subscribe button below to watch more videos.